The Wiegand Effect, the free energy wire you probably never heard of. The Wiegand Effect is indeed a fascinating phenomenon. It involves a specially treated wire, known as Wiegand wire, which exhibits unique magnetic properties. Here's a brief overview. The Wiegand Effect is a nonlinear magnetic effect discovered by John R. Wiegand. It occurs in Wiegand wire, which is made from a ferromagnetic alloy called vicalloy, composed of cobalt, iron, and vanadium. The wire undergoes a special manufacturing process that involves twisting and untwisting to create a hard outer shell and a soft inner core one. How does it work? In initial state, the wire is initially soft magnetically, meaning it can be easily magnetized but retains only a small residual field. Manufacturing process. The wire is cold worked and aged to create a high coercivity outer shell and a low coercivity inner core. Magnetic properties. The outer shell retains an external magnetic field even after the source is removed. When exposed to a reversing magnetic field, the wire's outer shell excludes the field from the inner core until a threshold is reached. At this point, the entire wire rapidly switches its magnetization polarity, generating a significant voltage pulse. Applications. The Wiegand effect is used in various applications, including magnetic sensors. Wiegand sensors generate consistent pulses without relying on external power, making them useful for low power and energy harvesting applications too. Energy harvesting. The effect is being explored for creating energy harvesting devices, particularly in the Internet of Things, IoT, sector 2. It's a remarkable example of how material science and engineering can create innovative solutions for modern technology. A sensor with bipolar excitation working mode. No power supply needed. The sensor operates without an external power supply. Bipolar excitation. It outputs positive and negative electrical pulses when the magnetic field polarity changes. Stable operation. The sensor only outputs a pulse signal when the magnetic field strength reaches the excitation threshold, ensuring stable and reliable operation without vibration. Speed independence. The signal amplitude is independent of the magnetic field changing speed, allowing it to work even at very low speeds. Martucci effect. Similar to the Wiegand effect, the Martucci effect also exhibits a large Barkhausen jump at low external fields in hysteresis loops. The primary difference lies in the mechanisms of domain wall, formation, annihilation, and motion. The Wiegand effect is considered more straightforward in terms of dW kinetics compared to the Martucci effect. Both effects highlight the complex interplay between material properties and magnetic behaviors, particularly in how domain walls move and interact under different conditions. First-order reversal curves, forks, are particularly useful for distinguishing the magnetization of different layers within the Wiegand wire. This method provides a more detailed understanding of the magnetic interactions at play, especially between the soft and hard layers.
One other interesting discovery that I carried in sort of the folder that I used for this is the Wiegand wire based on the Barkhausen avalanche magnetic domains. To me, this was also a very interesting phenomenon because this is a bistable bicalloy metal with two different permeabilities in one wire. And what this has been used for in commercial applications is the electronic ignition. And that's exactly how we've been firing the spark plugs in our cars for years, thanks to Wiegand wires. So we also find them in hotel doors. As you slide your card into a hotel door to open it, there's no batteries in that door handle. Essentially, we're relying upon the movement of the magnetic strip in the hotel key to activate the Wiegand avalanche. And this is a magnetic pulse that's being produced at a very favorable amount of energy. In fact, the signal-to-noise ratio actually is the consideration that we talk about. And in fact, the pulse amplitude is in volts instead of millivolts for any other comparable.